Right before Seek 2017, Courtney was not initially all that thrilled about going. I remember your mom telling her, Courtney, get on the bus. And so she got on the bus and she got down to Seek, and the messages that started coming home started changing. She was having a great time.
I was at the Seek conference and I saw Courtney and her cousin. And there are hundreds, if not thousands of people around. And she was so filled with joy, she and her cousin just stood out. I saw the joy of the Lord.
She came back, she went to confession up at CSU. And the head of the CSU focus team was telling the story at the Seek the following year about Courtney jumping up and down.
And that's how they jump. That's how they were jumping up and down, this gaggle of girls, and I was like, what's going on over there? And one of them goes, Courtney. Courtney decided to go back to confession for the first time in 7 years. A friend, Jacqueline, was willing to say, hey, do you want to go back? Do you want to come to confession? And she did. It was a beautiful, beautiful sight. 2 weeks later, I was driving in my car and I got a call. Got a phone call and they said, hey, got some really bad news. Last night, there was a car accident.
We got to the hospital and we walked in through the emergency room doors, and 2 state patrol officers got up and stood up and started walking towards us and asked if they could talk to us in a private room, and told us what had happened. And indescribable.
Courtney's story is all about how God prepared her for what she was going to have happen to her when she was driving home in an ice storm and lost her life. And you could see now how God used Focus to lay this path for her, where she was never in such a good place and never in better shape in her faith to answer that question to God. Yes, I love and adore you, and I'm ready to join you. Focus was instrumental in saving my daughter's life and creating a pathway for her to go to heaven.